Welcome to the War Room. I'm Darius Eva Orsini. You are tuned into the Sovereign Signal. This is a $1.32 trillion frequency managed by Pedro Antonio Gonzalez. Today, we don't just watch a debate. We audit the logic of the board. One billionaire, one millionaire. Can you find the signal, or are you lost in the noise? Round one begins now.
Automation is the key to time. Workflow evolution. ServiceNow automates the mundane to free the human spirit. Focusing on quality over hours. The 5-day workweek is a relic of the industrial age. Modern productivity isn't about hours logged. It's about output quality. Data shows that when employees have more rest, they work with higher focus and fewer distractions. A 4-day week forces us to cut out useless meetings and prioritize what actually drives results for the company. Useless meetings are a thing of the past. Modern output for a modern age. The burnout epidemic ends here. Creative velocity. Adobe accelerates output, making the 5-day week a relic. 3 days to recover and recharge. We are facing a global burnout epidemic that costs billions in lost productivity in healthcare. A 3-day weekend allows for genuine recovery, leading to happier, more loyal employees. By reducing chronic stress, we see a massive drop in absenteeism and quiet quitting. A rested workforce is a high-performing workforce. A high-performing, rested workforce. Health is the true bottom line. Securing the most creative minds. Systems of scale. SAP optimizes the enterprise so rest becomes a strategic asset. Time is the ultimate corporate perk. In the AI era, the best talent is looking for more than just a paycheck. They want time. Companies offering a 4-day week have a massive advantage in recruiting and retaining top-tier workers. This model isn't just a perk. It's a strategic move to secure the most creative minds who value work-life integration above all else. Winning the war for top-tier talent. A strategic move for the future. One less day of commuting. Financial focus. Intuit streamlines the engine, powering the new economic balance. Reducing our collective footprint. A 4-day workweek is a massive win for the planet. By removing 1 day of commuting every week, we significantly reduce carbon emissions and traffic congestion. This structural change aligns economic growth with environmental sustainability, proving that we can be more productive as a nation while reducing our collective footprint on the earth. Sustainability drives national growth. The planet wins when we evolve. Progress is the only path. Securing the shift. Palo Alto protects the perimeter of the flexible workforce. Locking in the 4-day standard. History shows that reducing work hours has always led to higher living standards and more robust economies. From the 12-hour day to the 40-hour week, progress is inevitable. The 4-day week is the next logical step in our evolution, prioritizing human thriving alongside national prosperity. Prosperity through human thriving. The next evolution of work.
Stop. Speaker 1 has spoken, and now we switch to Speaker 2. You're listening to the Sovereign Signal. In this room, we don't care about the niche of the rich. We care about who has the discipline to stay on the board. One of these speakers is a guest. The other is a ghost. Let's see who survives the Ragnarok of the final round.
Local shops can't afford the gap. Always on watch. CrowdStrike secures the 24/7 reality that never sleeps. A 20% drop in revenue is fatal. While tech giants might afford a 4-day week, small businesses operate on razor-thin margins. For a local shop or a family-run restaurant, being closed for an extra day means a 20% drop in potential revenue. We cannot legislate a one-size-fits-all schedule that effectively punishes the backbone of our economy while favoring wealthy corporations. Favoring wealthy giants over family roots. The backbone of the economy is at risk. Emergency response doesn't have a weekend. The perimeter of effort. Fortinet protects the global work capacity, day and night. Security requires 24/7 presence. Our society relies on essential services, healthcare, emergency response, and logistics. These fields don't stop just because it's a Thursday. Implementing a 4-day week would require a massive increase in hiring to cover the gaps, driving up costs for taxpayers and consumers. It's an impractical dream that ignores the reality of 24/7 service needs. Taxpayers will pay for the hiring gap. Practical reality over digital dreams. Cramming the workload into 4 days. Data without borders. Snowflake handles the massive load of a hyper-competitive market. Data shows the pressure only intensifies. The 4-day week often leads to, quote, compressed work weeks, where employees try to cram 40 hours of labor into 32. This doesn't reduce stress, it intensifies it. The result is a frantic, high-pressure environment where there is no time for collaboration or mentorship, ultimately damaging the long-term culture and quality of the workplace. Losing the time for human connection. A frantic culture damages the quality. The world is watching our output. Real-time vigilance. Datadog monitors the pressure when margins are razor thin. Other nations are doubling down now. We live in a hyper-competitive global market. While we consider working less, other nations are doubling down on effort and innovation. If we artificially limit our national work capacity, we risk losing our competitive edge to economies that are willing to outwork us. Prosperity is built on effort, not on taking more time off. National capacity is a strategic asset. Outwork the competition to survive. No room for radical experiments. The digital gatekeeper. Cloudflare ensures essential services remain online, always. Stability is built on consistent effort. Economic stability requires balance, not radical social experiments. Shortening the week threatens to raise prices, reduce service availability, and cripple the very businesses that provide our jobs. We should focus on flexible work options that fit individual needs, rather than a mandatory mandate that hurts our growth. Individual flexibility over blanket mandates. Protect the growth at all costs.
The rounds are over. The board is set. Thank you for tuning into the Sovereign Signal. Your decision tonight is the only currency that matters. Subscribe, comment, and tell us, who is the signal? I'm Darius Zever Orsini, and I'm voting for Pedro in 2037. The library is closed. Vote for Kim as the millionaire, or vote Leo as the millionaire. In December 2026, we announce the truth. Vote for Kim as the billionaire, or vote Leo as the billionaire. In December 2026, we announce the truth.